Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you quickly how we use the MacD with our EA, an easy way to trade EA, semi EA. All right, first of all, put on the MacD, go from View over to your navigator, go to Examples, scroll down to MacD, double click it. Common tab, of course, you click your common tab. Inputs, we change from 12.26.9 to 10.21.5. Colors, whatever you want. I like black, so I make my stuff from silver. I make it black, and I make both of them too. And red, my signal line, my red. Okay. Then I go to levels and add one level, the 0. I make that gold. You see my gold line right here. I make that gold, and I make it a smooth line, number 2. So it's a line, and I click OK. I'm not gonna click OK here because I already got it all up here. But that's how you do it. All right. That's how you do it. So I'm gonna click cancel. So it's up here. Then of course you want to save the template to whatever you call it. All right. This is my 13200 template, but this works on any moving averages. Okay. Let's say we get an arrow. Let's say first of all we don't have this on here. So the EA is just taking every trade with 13200. Remember the 13200, there is no trend filter because the 200 is your trend. When candles are above the 200, you're buying. When it's below the 200, you're selling. Right? The 200 is your trend. Okay. So without the MacD, if I get this alert right here, let's say I get this alert right here, I don't know if that's going to be a good sale because right now the 13 moving average is what? It's kind of riding the 200. So I don't really know if that's going to be a good sale. If I get this arrow, I can't see this. It's in the future. So if that's current time, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a good buy other than I see structure already forming right here. I don't know if this is going to be a good sale. But the EA will take every trade, regardless of what you have, unless you know 13200, it's going to take every trade. But the object is to minimize your losses and maximize your wins. How do we do that? Well, if there was a way that we could see what trades potentially would not be good and potentially be good, then we say, okay, let's exit this trade early. Well, let's take this trade. So let's add the MacD. Templates, my 13200. Now I got the MacD. So now we got this arrow right here. We got this first arrow right here, right? We're right here. We can't see anything else. Okay. We come down. We got this arrow. We look down on our MacD. We got good selling volume. However, my signal line is at the top of my candle, meaning it's losing. It's losing volume. What you want to see is your signal line cutting through the candle. Means you got volume going. Means you got, momentum. When it's at the top, right on this right here, my signal line is at the top, which means I don't have a lot of room left to go. Now, I'm not saying it can't continue down in the signal line moves, but looking at what I see, I trade what I see. I say this right here, this might not be a good trade to take. So I closed that trade, and sure enough, what happened? Price only went down before it pulled back about 13 pips, right? Because that's not a lot here. So do I take this trade? Well, if I take this trade, I'm trading against the MacD. Below the 0 line is a sell, above is a buy. So I don't want to take this one because I want everything to be in confluence. Well, I want everything to agree. So I want this trade. I won't take this one. So I'll close this one and I'll close this one. I won't let it go. If I let this go, it's going to come back and hit my stop loss. If I let this one go, come back and hit my stop loss, right? I don't want that. I want to close them early. I want to close the losing trades early. So I'm going to see this right here. I'm selling. I'm against the moving, the MacD, right? Now, this could potentially turn into a good buy. However, I want to trade with the MacD. If I'm buying, I want my MacD, my buyers to be winning, right? This is buyers are winning, sellers are winning. So I don't take this trade. All right, so let's keep going. Do I take this trade? I would take this trade. Why? Because now I got my sellers in position and my arrow is cutting through the candle right here. On this particular one right here, when you get this, you look where my signal line is cutting through the candle. It's not a lot of volume starting, but it's got some volume more than this first candle. This candle is bigger than this one, and my signal line is cutting through, and the signal line started at the base of this one. So I know I got some selling volume. And if I'm only going for 20, 30 pips, I'm going to get it. It depends, So I take this trade right here. I let the EA take that trade. I'm in this trade. We're on the hour time frame. I'm in this trade going down. And every hour, I just kind of look. I say, okay, going down. I'm going down to my structure right here. And that's what? To this reversal. That's roughly 80 pips in that area. I know I can get out of this trade. Well, that puts me right on this candle right here. Right here. Right? Now, it continues going down. once you get right here, you know, that's when it's by using the MacD, that's when you actually want to exit the trade on this candle here. But I exit it because I got my structure right here, right? Right? Okay, but according to the MacD, you exited over here when the signal line cuts, it doesn't touch the candle anymore. So really on this candle right here, you're out. But you'd have lost some pips on it, but still, you know, even if you got out on that candle right there, you still made 50 pips, roughly 50 pips right here. But I would get out of the structure here. All right, so we got our pips here. We cut these off early, got this. When we taking this trade, two things tell me not to take this trade right here. The two things that tell me not to take this trade right here, as soon as I get in, I'm closing it. Why? Because I got structure right here. I'm just going to go ahead and say, you know, it's only about 15 pips, you know, but it got structure. I would have personally closed it. And another reason why is I'm looking right here. As soon as I look here. Well, my signal line is already at the top of these candles, meaning it's losing momentum right here. It did go up a little bit more, you know, but that's how you got them little 15 pips. But I like it at the base right here. It started losing when it got right here. So I would have closed it out. Even though we got 15 pips, I'd have closed that one out personally because I saw structure. And I don't have at the candle before, I'm losing momentum, right? Now I get this one. When I take this trade, coming off, I'm still in buyer's territory. So no, I would not have taken this trade. I would have closed it. Even though it won, you don't know. I'd have taken this trade and closed it early. But then as it came down, as it came down to right here on this second candle, because I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush that I'm patience is gonna pay me. I get on this candle. I still keep this trade in my mind. So I'll come back and check it in an hour. Hour, I'm right here. Another hour right here. I say, okay, now it's time for me to get into this trade. So now I'm in this trade because my sellers are coming in into play here, and my signal line is way below my selling candle. So now it tells me, okay, now I'm selling, right? So now I'm in this trade, and it goes down to my structure right here, 250 some pips. Right here, look where it cut off, right on this candle here. When it started to come back up, I'm out that trade right here. So I'm being selective on my trades. Let's do one more. Well, we ran out of space over here. Let's go back a little bit more. Let's just go back somewhere right in here. All right. Current time, I see this candle. Got a lot of buying volume right here. Get in this trade. Yes, I'm going to get in this trade. Why? Because I'm above the 200 for buy. I'm above my 13. My buyers are in full control. These are big buying volume right here. You don't see all this, but big buying volume right here. Signal line is cutting between the candle. You know, so I'm taking this trade, right? I'm in this trade. It does reverse around 7 pips. Goes on up to my retrace about 40 pips right here. But look what's telling me to get out because price cut back the next candle. So I'd have got out as I'm losing. As soon as I saw that cutting, I'm out, right? So I'm in this trade right here. Got up about 30 pips on that one. Okay, then I'm out the trade. I don't do anything here. Why? Because I got the signal right here. I'm selling, but look, my signal line is already at the top of the candle already. By the time I get the arrow, I'm on this candle. Well, two things telling me not to get in this trade for the sale. By the time this arrow shows up, by the time this arrow is permanent, this arrow starts flashing, right? So I'm saying, okay, price is probably going to reverse. Plus, my signal line is right here. It's already at the top of the candle. I need the signal line when it's cutting through the candles, not when it's at the top, but the bottom of the candle here or the top of the candle here, right? So then this one happens. Do I take this trade? No. Why? Because I'm still in seller's territory. I wait. I'm patient. It turned out to be a good buy, but why do all this right here? That's what price is doing. Wait for price to get over here, the second candle right here. You got the first one. Don't do anything here. It's too small. It's not enough volume. That's no volume. And you see it fade you out. There's no volume here. Wait till you got one. Then you got a good volume candle. Signal is going at the bottom of it. Now you say, okay, now I'm working off this out. Now I'm jumping in this trade. That keeps you out of this stuff for about, 6 hours, 30 some pips. So now you in this trade with your candle here up and going on up 30 some pips right there. So that's how we use the MacD in conjunction with our EA to manage the trade, get out of the bad trades, and be selective with the good trades.